Callum, and Porterfield! Oh, Porterfield has scored!
A block by Tommy Wright Phillips again, and Sunderland contract trophy aloft for the second time.
Hello, how we're getting on? So, as promised, a little bit later than normal, here is the match review of our 2-2 draw against Blackburn yesterday. A bittersweet result yet again, which I'll sum up a little bit at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that because I probably have a bit of a whinge. But we made one change. As expected, Luke O'Nien came in for the injured Dan Ballard, so we had this lineup: Anthony Patterson in goal, Trey Hume, Chris Mepham, Luke O'Nien, Dennis Serkin in midfield, Dan Neil as captain, Job, Chris Rigg on the wings, Patrick Roberts, Eliza Mayenda and Wilson Isidore played up front. Now, the game, the first half, was a carbon copy of what we've seen against Norwich and Stoke the games before. Sloppy, lethargic, slow starting, giving the ball away, passes gone astray, passing the ball straight out of play instead of finding a sunning man. But like the Norwich game, I'm going to give credit to Blackburn a bit because they started on the front foot. They were pressing us high. We couldn't get the ball. We couldn't get out. And they made it really, really difficult. As you would expect, like I said in the preview video, they're flying. They're up for it. They'll have been bang for the game yesterday. And they went ahead on 13 minutes and deserved to do so. Yuki Ohashi scored. Tyrese Campbell, Tyrese Dolan kind of ran through our midfield, played the ball out wide. The ball came in, a ricochet off Chris Mepham, went straight to Ohashi and he fired it in from close range. 1-0 to them. And like I say, it's just what they deserved really. They then had a goal disallowed as well for offside, which was clearly offside, but poor defending again, which led to the opportunity. It was a header that just looped over our defence and Dolan was free, but he was offside. Trey Hume was then booked in the 33rd minute for a tackle. His player went past him, he had to bring him down really. Top one for the team. And all in all, it was a really, really poor first half performance. Like I say, it was just like watching Norwich all over again. But the positive were Dan Neil was having a really good game in the first half. He was wriggling out with tight situations. He was trying to get on the ball. He was trying to make things happen. But the other players around him just were not at the races first half at all. Now, second half, again, like I'm going to say it again, it was like Norwich all over again. You would say from the off, we were pressing 5-10 yards higher up the pitch. They couldn't get out. They were finding it difficult. We increased the energy and got our just rewards in the 51st minute. Now, Job picks the ball up. So Patterson plays it out. Job, first time, sprays the ball 50 or 60 yards to Chris Rigg. Chris Rigg flicks it on to Patty Roberts. Roberts drives down the right-hand side. Dan Neil with a flying overlap and run. Roberts plays him in. Dan Neil whips the ball over. Isidore takes a shot. It hits Ainsley Pears, but it comes out of Chris Rigg and Johnny on the spot. He's followed the run in after his initial flick on and he's there for to fire it home. And it's 1-1. And the noise from you 7,500 fans was absolutely unbelievable. Then he took the roof off. But that was Chris Rigg's 6th championship goal of this season. Sets a new record. He's beat Gareth Bale's record that he had previously. So another record for Chris Rigg. Great to see. And like I say, it was a great, great goal to get us back on level terms. And from there, we looked to take control of the game. 4 minutes later, it's 2-1. Luke O'Nien makes a great slide intervention. It falls to Dan Neil, takes a couple of touches. He sprays the ball out wide to Patty Roberts. Roberts again drives at his man, drives down the right hand side, plays the ball in, and Wilson Isidore with an absolutely unbelievable kind of backheel flick past Ainsley Pears. It's 2-1, and again, the noise of that away end was absolutely fantastic. It's 2-1, and now what we're looking at game management. We had a lot of chances to kill the game off. Chris Rigg put a header over the bar. Isidore had another couple of chances. Job fired one just over when he come running onto a pass out at the edge of the box. Put it over the bar. But we can't kill the game off. Luke O'Nien's then booked on the 83rd minute for a cynical foul. He had to take one for the team. They want to break away. Brings his man down and takes a one for the team. But then worryingly, 3 minutes later, Chris Rigg gets him for a tackle. He comes off worst and he's looks in a lot of pain, which makes him leave the field. A lot of pain there, looked in agony, and he's forced to go off. He hobbled down the tunnel. In the 86th minute, Adel Shearer came on, our only substitution, by the way, which is probably part of the whinge I'm going to have at the end of the video. Now, in contrast, Blackburn have now made 5 changes. They're pushing for the equaliser. They are behind. There's 5 minutes of injury time shown. One of the substitutes that came on in the 87th minute, Harry Leonard, in typical Sunderland fashion, will do with Sunderland, will try and be clever. There's a ball played over the top. Chris Mepham tries to watch it out to play for a goal kick. Doesn't get his body in between the man and the ball. Andy Wyman comes from the side, hooks it over his head, and it's back in play. And from there, Blackburn managed to get the ball out to the right hand side. There's too many Mayenda and Certain. Don't stop the cross. It's floated to the back post. Danny Batton, I think, headed back across. And there's Harry Leonard on his own in the 6-yard box. Has time for it to take a touch. Fires it. Patterson parries it, but against in the back of the net. Now, Patterson, I'm going to criticise him at the end of the video. Again, routed to his line. Doesn't come off his line. Doesn't command his area. And, you know, from that close out, he should be just taking man and ball and just getting rid of the whole thing. And doesn't. And it's 2-2. But that wasn't the end of the drama. You know, 2 minutes later, they're pushing for a winner. We catch them out. There's a ball played through. Elijah Mayenda is through on goal. Now, I've said it before, he reminds me a lot like Duncan Watmore. He's like a head down, headless chicken, runs towards goal, doesn't lift his head up, he just runs straight into the goalkeeper, doesn't even take a shot. And it's really, really disappointing. Now, I guarantee you, if that's a Leeds, a Burnley or a Sheffield United, and they get that chance, 9 times out of 10, they stick it away and they win the game. And at this level, that's what you have to do. A really, really poor finish from Elijah Mayenda. He's done a great job on the left-hand side filling in, but when you get them kind of chances, you have to take them at this level. It's 95th minute to win the game. Would have been a massive 3 points, and it was just a nothing effort. Like I say, head down, just ran straight into the goalkeeper, didn't go either side of him or out, just didn't outward it. And that's really, really disappointing to see. And the game finishes 2s each. Now, on reflection, in the grand scheme of things, like I said in the preview video, I would have took a point before the game, would have been a fantastic result. But it's how we getting these results, you know. Taking the positives out of that, you know, we showed character again to get back in it. That's the 6th time this season we've conceded first and come back. Chris Rigg, obviously set a new record, like I've said. A massive bonus, a massive positive. Wilson Isidore back amongst the goals. Great to see. Hopefully that'll boost his confidence and it'll get him on the goal scoring trail again. It is 1 defeat in 16 games. You know, 7 wins and 8 draws. It really is a fantastic achievement. But the biggest highlight of yesterday was Jude Bellingham getting caught on camera singing "Shearer is a wanker." Now, things you love to see. Absolutely brilliant, and it was a really, really highlight of my day yesterday. Absolutely loved it. But the negatives, our game management is absolutely shocking. That's the 6th time this season we've conceded goals from the 83rd minute onwards. Can you believe that? The 6th time in, I think, 22 games, 23 games we've conceded after the 83rd minute. Absolutely shocking game management. Plymouth, 83rd minute, will lose 3-2. Watford, 84th minute, will lose 2-1. Coventry, 84th minute, will draw 2s each after winning 2-0. Millwall, 93rd minute, drew 1-1. Sheffield United, conceding the 83rd minute, will get beat 1-0. Blackburn, yesterday, will concede in the 90th minute and draw 2-2. Another 2 points dropped. That's 9 points we've chucked away, which would have given us 52 points. We would have been sitting 4 points clear at the top of the league had it not been conceding those late goals. Now, when our football doesn't work that way, and you are going to have, you know, times where you do concede late goals, but I think 6 times already this season just shows you how naive we are, and our game management at times is shocking. Again, yesterday, lack of substitutions. Only 1 sub that was forced in the 86th minute. Now, I get second half where you're playing well, but we are in the middle of a hectic run of Christmas games. You need to protect these first team players. We've got Stoke coming up on Sunday, and to only make 1 change I think is really, really poor. And also to make subs late in the game to disrupt their flow. They're pushing for an equaliser. They've got momentum. make a substitution or two to disrupt that other teams do it, to break play up and just, stop the flow of the game. We didn't do it. Chris Rigg injury, he left the stadium in a protective boot. His ankle's properly swelled up. I wouldn't have thought we're going to see him for Stoke or Sheffield United. It's going to be a big miss. But like I said, I do want them to be rested over these couple of games. So we're going to get our wish, I think, but not in the way we want it. Again, not clinical enough. I've just said if Leeds, Blackburn, Burnley or Sheffield United have them chances in the 93rd minute, 9 times out of 10 it guns in and they win the game. Now, controversially, probably Anthony Patterson for me is having a bad time this season. I think he doesn't command his area enough. He's not vocal enough. He's rooted to his line. We've seen goals recently like Swansea when he should have come and punched the ball out. He didn't. Fell to their man. He put it home. Yesterday, stuck to his line again, not coming for crosses, rooted to his line. And for me, it's not good enough. His kicking does not improve one bit at all. His kicking is still woefully poor. He kicks the ball out straight to their wingers, which puts us back under pressure straight away. Now, for me, I would like to see Simon Moore come in. That's probably controversial and probably a lot of people will not agree with that, because I agree Anthony Patterson makes some good saves. He probably saved us against Norwich. But overall, he's having a poor season, I think. But like I said, it is a great result. It is a great result at Blackburn. You took a point before the game. It's just how that draw comes about is frustrating. Now, player ratings, Anthony Patterson, I'm going to give him 6 out of 10. Tria Hume, 6 out of 10 as well. Chris Mepham, I thought had probably his worst game for Sunderland yesterday. He looked a bit unsure. Some of his passing was going straight out of play, and for their goal at the end, could have seen that ball out of play, but will allow him off game, so 6 out of 10. Luke O'Neill, I thought had a really good game yesterday, commanding again, full of energy, bringing the ball out from the back, made the intervention for our second goal. So 7 out of 10 for Luke O'Neill. And Dennis Certain, 6 out of 10 as well, similar. Defensively could have done better, I think, for their equaliser. Should have closed the man down a little bit quicker. Give him all the time in the world to put the cross in the box. So 6 out of 10. Dan Neil yesterday, I thought was absolutely superb. I thought he was getting on the ball, he was wriggling out of situations, he was winning tackles. Some of the balls he was spraying, and it was a dominant, commanding performance in that centre midfield yesterday. And I thought he was absolutely fantastic. He was head and shoulders above anybody for me yesterday. So I'm going to give Dan Neil a 9 out of 10 and man of the match. Job, 7 out of 10. Another good performance. Never stopped running, never stopped trying, tackling, all over the pitch. So 7 out of 10 for Job. Chris Rigg, I'm going to give him 8 out of 10 before he went off. Got his goal, was involved in the build-up for that second goal as well. So, a great performance from him. 8 out of 10. I hope the injury isn't too serious and doesn't keep him out for very long, but 8 out of 10 for Chris Rigg. Eliza Mienda, especially second half, showed some good energy, was getting at his man a lot more and put some decent balls in the box, but should have killed the game for us at the end, should have won the game and didn't. 7 out of 10 for Mienda. Roberts, I thought, had a really, really good game yesterday. Was driving at his man, got another assist on the board. That's 5 for the season, and was involved all afternoon long. So 8 out of 10 for Patrick Roberts. And Wilson Isidore, for getting back amongst the goals, didn't have his best game, but hopefully that's going to bring his confidence up. But just for the goal alone, I'm going to give him 7 out of 10. Fantastic flick, which put us in the lead. I did allow Shearer again, did alright when he came on, was only on for a few minutes, but I think he will get the nod of, if Chris Rigg can't play, he'll probably play over Alexic. So we'll have to say how bad that injury is, but overall a 6 out of 10 for Adel Shearer. Other results yesterday: Middlesbrough drew 3s each with Sheffield Wednesday after winning 3-0. Sheffield United lost at home, a cracking result for Burnley. They were a 2-0 win away at Sheffield United, great result for them. And Leeds won away yesterday at Stoke. So if we could have gotten them 3 points, it would have been massively important. It would have kept us in touch with them top 3. We are still in and around it, but if we could have just snuck that win, it would have been a massive shot on the arm. The league table looks like this. Leeds played 23, 48 points. Sheffield United played 23, 48 points. Burnley played 23, 47 points. Us played 23, 44 points. Blackburn 22, 38 points. And Watford, now snuck into 6th place, overtaking Middlesbrough, played 22, 37 points. So overall, like I say, a good point on the face of things, but there's a few things behind the scenes that are really starting to get on my tits. A little few niggles which I hope we can put right. We have to stop being this, second half team where we didn't turn up in the first half and giving teams head starts, because you kind of keep on doing that. At the minute we're getting out of jail and we are performing second half and getting results, but getting that first goal makes all the difference, and we need to start getting back to that like we were early part of the season. On to Stoke on Sunday. Hopefully we can get a good result down there, following what Leeds have done, but they'll be smart after getting beat at home on Boxing Day. But the match review will be coming out for that probably tomorrow, give you a chance to get your score predictions in. I'll be updating the shirt competition as well for that video as well, so watch out for that coming out tomorrow. Give you a date to get them predictions in. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. We've had a great Christmas. I think we're up to 3,510 subscribers, so we've got another 10 over Christmas. Long may it continue. Keep them coming. Hit that subscribe button now. It's greatly appreciated. But until the next time, which will be very shortly indeed, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Stay safe. And we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.